EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the New England Patriots.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1.
Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert.
That's caught by the rookie Quentin Johnston.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Quentin Johnston,
his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Chargers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. Now Jones.
Now a short one to Gesicki. Room past the 45.
And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The Patriots had a woeful 2-9 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Chargers very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Well, that was big right there because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Ramondre Stevenson, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Patriots respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. They'll roll him out right. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches. They thought, touchdown! Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard
The Pats at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here comes Hamler on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Jones. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has... Guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now, I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
They have 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Herbert now. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now 21-7. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
This 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Hitting Juju on the slant.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts.
And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. To try again after the sack. Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. And the rookie Darius Davis deep for the Chargers.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and a yard. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. There he goes, right side. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Quick throw here to Johnston.
4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. Extra point try now from Dicker.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Chargers 28, Patriots 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
2nd and a couple.
Operating from the gun. Jones, flush to his right.
And this one too low.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Can't believe I paid for this.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson.
And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Charger drive about to get going. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
But just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the route is on here in this first half. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will... with a touchback.
How it's done.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off the bootleg, Jones. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. To the right side, this is Stevenson. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Four receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Mike Williams, 40 yards. And the Chargers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Now Herbert off the bootleg. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks him. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jones throwing to start the drive. Open man, puts it on the carpet, it's out, and picked up by the Chargers. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones now on 3rd and 2. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. to the end zone, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone.
Marcus Jones on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Stevenson. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Stevenson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Patriots get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. That's caught, and he is not going to make it to the end zone. And that's pretty reflective of their game as a whole, as they'll remain down by a bundle. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they try to finish things off in this fourth quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
70 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down. It's Eckler again. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, Eckler. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
And his kick is absolutely perfect, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Running on 1st down, Eckler. They find some open field here. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down, Chargers.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out.